Hey there, my name's George Harris, and I'm an executive sales manager, and I'm also a BMW earner with the company you've been asked to look at. And I appreciate you taking a little time out of your day. We're really excited about you watching this, and hopefully the person there sitting with you is about to bust out at the seams with us getting our 20th pay raise that I've seen in the past 3 years. We've had actually 49, 50 pay raises over the last 11 years that this company you're going to see has been put in place. And it is amazing what's going on here. But let me tell you a little bit about myself first, and then I'll get right into it. I'm the person that did everything the way they were supposed to. I'm the person that did everything right. Went to college, triple majored, got a big job with corporate America, built a big old nice house out on the lake, had the good life, the jet skis and the boats and the nice cars and all that good stuff. And yes, I do mow my own grass. But about 4 years ago, found myself crying myself to sleep at night, not knowing how I was going to feed my children. And I was very reluctant. I really didn't want to see what you're looking at right now. I was actually belligerent about it. But 10 minutes into it, it made common sense, and I saw a way I could get my life back. And I've actually been full time with the company now for 3 years. I will tell you, if you sit back, pay attention to what you're getting ready to see over the next 15 to 20 minutes, I think you will be excited, happy, and you will see a better life for yourself ahead as well. So I'm going to get right into it. A couple things I want to ask first. Number one, do you believe that for the rest of our lives we're going to pay bills? I don't think there's any way around that, guys. We're always going to pay bills. Number two, do you believe that companies will always need customers? There's not a company on the planet that can be in business without them. Do you believe that the internet is changing the way business is being done? Absolutely. I think we all know that we've moved out of the industrial age and we've moved into the internet age, or whatever they decide to call it, in 10 or 20 years. Then wouldn't you agree that positioning yourself in the middle of these transactions is probably the most secure thing you could do? I mean, they're never going to go away, so why would you not? So let's get right into it. The name of the company you've been asked to look at is called FHTM. It stands for Fortune High Tech Marketing. This is our corporate office up in Lexington, Kentucky. We do business in all 50 states, Canada, England, and Puerto Rico. We were founded 11 years ago by a gentleman named Paul Orbison, and when he put our company together, he founded us debt-free, stockholder-free, investor-free, which meant absolutely nothing to me. I'd been an employee my whole life. I didn't know any better. So look at it from this standpoint. If you didn't owe anybody a dime, no house payments, car payments, credit card bills, no nothing, how tough would things be in the household right now? Probably not that tough. Well, guys, that's our company. We don't owe anybody anything, and it's a very, very good position to be in if you want to survive in not only this economy, but any economy. The founder of the company, like I said, his name's Paul Orbison. Back in the mid-'80s, he was a high school history teacher and basketball coach, going through life like most people, trying to make ends meet for his family. And he got involved in the early stages of long-distance deregulation. Went on to make over $75 million over a 5-year period. Retired at 39 years old, moved down to Florida, and 4.5 years into that retirement is where this company came to be. Put together this company for one reason: to give the average person like you and me just the chance to do what he had done. There's been a book written about his life, Something Good's Gonna Happen. So far, we've been featured on the cover of boatloads of magazines. We were in the March 2002 edition of Forbes. They labeled us one of the top 25 emerging companies of the decade. And right now, the Today in America show is doing a special on our company that airs every Saturday morning. So it's pretty cool what's going on here. This is the screen that caught my attention. Companies spend horrendous amounts of money in advertising dollars to get customers, but what they're doing is they're sending their advertising dollars in directions that are not as effective as they used to be 5, 10, 15 years ago. Most of it's due to technology advancements. And a couple examples: people don't read the paper anymore. Every newspaper in the country is in financial distress right now. Billboards never worked in the first place unless they had McDonald's logos on them. Satellite radio is becoming very common in everybody's cars, and it's virtually commercial free. TV's probably changed the most. When I was younger, and I'm 47 right now, when I was younger, there were 3 channels on the TV and no remote controls. Now there's 300 channels, remote controls, TiVos, DVRs. We've figured out a way to just eliminate commercials, and corporate America's got to figure out a way to reposition themselves in front of us. So what they're doing is they're taking part of the massive advertising budgets. They're buying your loyalty, basically. If a company pays you a commission off a monthly reoccurring bill that you're going to pay every month, would you be more or less loyal to that company? You'd be more loyal, of course. What if they pay you to bring mom, dad, and grandma as sticky customers that won't leave them? Guys, this is genius. Left side of your screen is throw $50 million up in the air with a zero guarantee of any customers. The right side is redirect part of that 50 million into our pockets to be the customer and bring a few loyal customers. This is genius. And it is the business model of the 21st century. And the way I know that, I'll give you a perfect example. My nephew Elliot just graduated from college about 9 months ago. First words out of his mouth after he saw this: George, my last 4 courses in college were network marketing classes. This is the genius. It's the way the whole world's going, and they're teaching to us in college right now. My daughter Grayson in the 11th grade is learning this in high school right now. So guys, our children, just pay attention to them. They're not playing in the creeks and riding bikes like we did. They're on Facebook, Twitter, ooVoo, texting. Their whole world is technology. So pay attention to what's going on, get on the front end of it, and let's go help a lot of people. Now, one of the industries he tied us with, and I'll just go ahead and hit a home run right out of the gate, is the electricity industry and natural gas. A lot of people don't realize that the government is deregulating all 50 states. There's 15 of them that have deregulated, and put this very simply, how'd you like to get paid back on electric bills? Business and residential, guys. If this doesn't make you lose sleep at night, nothing will. This is a big, big, big deal. This is the way the U.S. looks right now. The rest of the country is going to eventually deregulate. You're on the front end of a financial atomic bomb if you will go to work. This is huge, huge, huge. How'd you like to get paid back on your own cell phone bill and not pay any more than you're paying right now? We represent Verizon, T-Mobile, and Sprint on real time. I'm with Sprint. I get a commission on my own cell phone bill. No differently than the dealer who owns the account in Hickory here. If you're into the no contract, no credit check, pay-as-you-go market, we've got our own line here, and you get to pick from any of all 4 major carriers by the end of 2012. That's pretty awesome. Dish Network is a company we have represented now for 10 years. I switch from cable to Dish. I save $40 a month, and I get a commission back on my own TV bill every month. I went to my mother, father, and grandmother, did the same thing. They're saving money, and I get paid on their bills every month. It's absolutely brilliant. Digital Landing bridges us to over 30 high-speed internet companies. Another bill you're going to pay every month. You'll never be able to pay it off. If it's not going to cost you any more, why would you not want to get something back instead of giving it to somebody you don't know? It's common sense. Okay. Envy Organics is a spa-grade beauty care company. True Essentials is a pharmaceutical-grade nutrition line. I'm not the biggest vitamin taker in the world, but guys, this is a trillion-dollar empire right here. You can set one company up around this one product alone. It's huge. If there's a way to get in the middle of people taking vitamins, I'm going to get in the middle of it. There's a lot of people spending money on it. Amusement Pack is just a company out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Save you up to 50% at over 100,000 locations around the country. You got water parks, theme parks. There's 15,000 restaurants through a company called Restaurants.com. Movie tickets for $6.50 instead of paying $9, $10, $11, whatever y'all can pay. My Life ID is an emergency medical card. TaxBot was brought to us by a former trainer for the IRS. Says that most people overpay their taxes by $11,000 a year because they don't track things properly. This is a way to keep track of stuff. It's genius. And we've got a rewards mall. If you shop online like most everybody does nowadays, it's got every store you could ever imagine on there. All they want is customers, and they're willing to pay you a percentage of whatever you spend by shopping through your own mall. It's not part of our core group of businesses, but it's a nice little perk. Okay, but all we are is a buffet menu that's wrapped around your life. We're going to take your life and just wrap a pay plan around it. We're not trying to change your buying habits. If you wear contact lenses or have somebody in the family that does, get them through yourself. Express Optical disposable contact lenses. My grandmother and my dad had AAA. They've got roadside assistance through us now, and I get paid on their monthly reoccurring bill. My grandmother had ADT Home Security. She's got FrontPoint now. I get paid on the monthly reoccurring monitoring, and she's saving $5 a month. Guys, this is just smart business for these corporations to pay you a commission to be the customers and bring them a few customers. It's genius. So that's how we're put together on the product side. I'm going to switch gears and we're going to get into how it works. We do 2 things, and we only do 2 things. Don't overcomplicate this. Number 1, For the list of companies we market for, we're going to gather them a few loyal customers. And you're going to earn up to 25% of the monthly reoccurring billing of any of the customers you gather, whether it's mom, dad, grandma, or yourself. The magic number is 10 bills. So when I switched my cell phone, that was 1. My wife's phone was 2, my TV 3, my internet's 4, shampoo and conditioner's 5 and 6, dad's TV 7, grandma's TV's 8. You kind of get the idea. I've got 21 customer points. It's not a big deal. I've gone to my grandmother, my mom, and my dad, and I took inventory of my house. Pretty simple story here, okay? Once in the company, everybody gets a website. It looks like what you see on your screen. Your name's on it. Your rep number is electronically embedded in any transaction that takes place. So if I click on the dish icon, I put my dad's name, address, and phone number in. I click submit. I've connected my father to the great big company, and I get a percentage of his bill for doing so. I don't have to go to his house and install it. I'm not his customer service. All we do is connect dots no differently than Priceline, Orbitz, Travelocity, and Expedia does with the travel industry. None of them makes planes, trains, and automobiles. They just get a percentage of whatever you spend to go on vacation. We're doing the same thing. We're connecting dots to great big companies, and we're getting a percentage of the billing they are paying us. That is genius. Okay. Second thing we do is we build marketing teams, and you get paid a commission on their sales as well. This is brilliant, guys. It's brilliant, okay? No differently than if you own the local vending machine company. Do you make more money with one machine or a lot of machines? Obviously, the more you got out there, the more money you're going to make. Well, we're doing the exact same thing. We're just not tied to a one-time candy bar purchase. See, the richest person you know has cell phone, television, internet, electric bill, and takes a bath. The brokest person you know has cell phone, television, internet, and electric bill. Come on, guys. It's your life with a pay plan. So here's how it works. Let's get into the money. Everybody starts as what's called a manager. You need your 10 customer points, okay? You go show this business to Lisa. She gathers 5 customers for these companies. You're going to get a percentage of her billing and $50. You go show it to Bob. He gathers 5 customers for these companies. You get a percentage of billing and $50. Same thing with Kathy. Percentage of the billing plus $50. You do that in your first 30 days, they pay you another $50 on Bob, so you just made $200. Now, if Lisa gathers a customer for Dish in her first 60 days, if you have your 10 customer points, you're going to get another 100 on top of that. Anybody you personally sponsor that gathers a Dish customer in their first 60 days, as long as you have your 10 customer points, you get paid a $100 bill. That is awesome, guys. Once you have a total organization of 6, where you have sponsored 3. So if they go each get 1, or maybe one of them gets 3, it doesn't matter how it plays out. As soon as you have a team of 6, as soon as you put in that 7th person, you are promoted to regional sales manager. Let's just say her name's Laura. She gathers 5 customers for these companies. You get paid the 50 as you did before, but now because you're a regional sales manager, you're going to get 100 on top of it. Okay, that is awesome. You can do that as many times as you want to. You get 150 on anybody you sign up that gathers 5 customers for these companies. If they sell a TV for Dish, you still get the $100 there as well. Guys, that is awesome. Okay. Now, the extra $100 for being a regional manager, that extra $100 as they start to build their business, travels to unlimited levels forever and ever and ever. It's 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. Guys, do the math on this. It is huge. And in any calendar month where you have 16 people total growth, in any calendar month, they add another $100 to everybody that joined for the whole month. So now it's 200, 200, 200, 200, 200, 200, 200. Now here's the cool part. If you personally sponsor 5 people in your business in your first 60 days, you will get 5% of their commission checks for a whole year. Think about that. You personally sponsor your best buddy, Bob. He's one of the 5, and you go help Bob build up a $2,000 a month commission check. You get 5% of his check. That is huge, guys. Huge, huge, huge. Okay, so here's what we've talked about. Everybody starts as a manager. You get $50 on anybody you personally sponsor. You get up to 25% back on any reoccurring bills you connect to corporate America. Your first 7 levels, you're getting 1% overrides on all the billing. Level 8, you get 5% overrides on all the billing. And I'll show you how this potentially can grow out. Let's say nobody's a superstar. This just grows by the perfect power of 3. We know it won't, but I'll rip it away to reality in just a few minutes, okay? You know 3 people, they show the business to 3, that turns into 9. They show the business to 3, that turns into 27. 27 show it to 3, that's 81 if it grows out perfectly. If everybody's gathering their 10 customer points, on level 1, you're getting paid a percentage of 30 bills. Level 2, it's 90 bills. Level 3, 270 bills, and so on and so forth. Your first 7 levels, you're getting 1% overrides on all the billing. That's awesome. Level 8, if it grew out perfectly, you would have 6,500 people paying 65,000 bills every single month. Cell phone, television, internet, electricity, gas, contact lenses, shampoo, conditioner, guys, nutrition. The list is a mile long and growing. You're getting 5% of every bill. If the average bill is only $25 a month, if that grew out perfectly, that would be $82,000 in residual income every month. Now let's talk reality. 9 out of 10 people are lazy. I hope you're not one of them. If 90% of what I just showed you does not grow out perfectly, only 10% grows into time, guys, this is what got me into the business. 10% of this grows out into time is an $8,200 a month residual check, not counting bonuses, okay? Now let's talk reality. 99% doesn't grow out, only 1% grows into time. That's more than I will ever see in Social Security. I think we all know that won't exist when I get there. Okay, so this takes a little while to build there, the 1% and the 5%, but it takes forever to go away. Effective September 1st, you're going to also receive $5 on your first 7 levels. Anybody that signs up and gathers 5 customers. $10 on level 8. Anybody that's on your level 8, you get a $10 bill also in addition. That's awesome. Once you have a team of 6, you promote to regional. It goes to $205 your first 7 levels, $210 on level 8, and $200 to infinity, and the residuals increase. Executive sales manager, $325 per person on your first 7 levels once they gather 5 customers, $330 on level 8, and $320 to unlimited. National sales manager, there's another increase in both bonus as well as residual. Platinum sales managers there as well, that is huge. And then presidential ambassador, you get a percentage of every bill our whole company's gathered since January 5th, 2001. Now, the reason they have the palm tree at the first promotion level there is because every 6 months, we regional managers get to go on trips. They're all 5-star, all-inclusive. They are amazing. I've been on 5 of them already. At the executive level, where I fall in the pay plan, we get a platinum car once you earn it. Not that difficult, just takes a little work. We've had Lexus cars for the past 6 years. Gave away 161 of them last year, and now BMW North America is part of the deal. They wanted part of it, so now it's a BMW you get to choose from. It does have to be silver. So here's how the math works. It's $139.99 for your willable, sellable, trustable franchise. So here's the beauty of it. I can build this, and when it's my time to go, my girls will inherit whatever I build here. Once in the company, you're going to get a website, or you're going to want your website. It's going to cost you $45 the first month and $25 every month after that. Most everybody's going to start with a bundle. It's the smart way to start. We've got a few bundle choices available. Get with the person that's showing this to you, and they'll go over the details. If you do start with a bundle, they throw your website in for free, so that's awesome. If I were starting, I would start with this one right here. It's called a 10-point flex bundle, and here's what you get for it. You get a lot of value. Number 1, you get the amusement pack, IdentiShield, and Roadside, which is identity theft protection and roadside assistance. Okay, you get a one-time shipment, of some beauty and or nutrition. You get to pick some stuff. They throw your website in for free. Here's what it does for you. It's the quickest way to qualify you with 10 customer points so you're ready to build a business and get paid. It allows you to get familiar with some of the products and services. You can focus on building a team of 6 to promote to regional. It only costs you $2.99 plus shipping and handling one time, $58 a month after that if you choose to keep it, or you can look at it as $2 a day in overhead. Every business has overhead. What are you getting for the $2 a day? You get your website on the screen and everything else there as well. And you get 3 customer points of your 10 month 2 moving forward. See, guys, you already agreed that getting paid on all our bills is probably the most secure thing you could ever do. So the simplest thing to do is just answer this. Which yes works for you? Yes, I want to be a business partner and get paid back on all the bills I'm going to pay forever. It's common sense. or yes, I want to be a customer and let my buddy that's showing this to me get paid on all my bills forever. Okay? See, guys, even though I can't guarantee you success here, I will tell you this. If you want to work the rest of your life, that's your business. If not, that's mine. My job's to lock arms with you, and let's go build a business together. Okay, here's the top 5 reasons people stay where they're at financially. Number 1, I need to think about it. Come on, continually thinking about things is what put most people where they're at financially. You don't really need to think about whether or not you have enough money to live the way you want to live. Number 2, I don't have the money, and that's the very reason you need to do this. You're losing 10 times more in taxes. Guys, there are 156 tax breaks for having a business at home. The taxes alone cover your business if you're a W-2 employee. Your returns are amazing. Number 3, I need to research it. Come on now. These companies have spent millions of dollars in corporate research with the best attorneys out there. Do you honestly really think you're going to do a better job? Just trust your friend. Let's go make some money. I don't have the time. What do you mean you don't have the time? You're already doing this. Are you kidding me? You're already doing what we're doing here. You don't have time to go get in the middle of hundreds of thousands of dollars in electric bills? Come on. I don't understand it, and that's okay. If you don't understand it, no problem. You didn't understand your job before you started it. We're going to teach you this. It is a earn as you learn business. We'll teach you how to do this. Okay? See, if you want something different, you just got to do something different. If you keep doing what everybody else is doing, you're going to keep getting what everybody else has got. Just lock arms with us. Let's go get out of the fishbowl of broke America, and let's go help some people make some money and do it the new way instead of trying to put square pegs in round holes like everybody's doing out there across the country today. This is the way of the future. You're on the front end of a financial atomic bomb. Realize it, understand it, recognize it, and let's go make some money. No is the wrong answer. Fill out the paperwork and let's go to work. Look forward to working with you, and I will talk to you soon.